Welcome to Free Beer Friday, powered in part by the Bearded Monk and Classic of Denton. The views and opinions expressed by the show hosts and their guests are those of the show host and guests, and not necessarily those of the sponsors, DentonRadio.com, or the Denton Convention and Visitors Bureau. For more information, visit the Policies and Procedures page at DentonRadio.com.
Never.
There have
be
never
enough
been enough.
Wait, is that a tiger roar? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Tiger
I
purr.
feel like
More of a
we're
purr.
like about to start filming a Whitesnake video.
Oh my god.
Like
Oh,
with
nice.
the, like the crawling and the.
Oh, yeah, and whipping the hair around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, for now, we started filming Free Beer Friday, and welcome back for another episode of Free Beer Friday. Your host, as always, Ben Easley from the Bearded Monk. Look who's here.
Filling in for Jennifer. I'm not as cool, but I'm Betsy.
Forget that. Betsy from Union Bear is here.
Yeah.
And you guys have remembered her from previous episodes, I'm sure. But look who's with us today. Say hi. Say hi.
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 Okay, but name yourselves. Let us know who you are.
I'm Di. Hi.
Perfect.
It's
I'm
short
Morgan.
for Diane. People
That
are
works.
going to think it's Guy. I get it all the time.
I.
Di-
die.
like duh. Yeah, die.
Yeah.
Like die, death.
Like curl up and die.
Die.
Yeah, oh, thank you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Aw. So what are you guys doing with us today? And who are you?
I already said my name.
Yeah, but then I
Say it
interrupted.
again.
Say it
because I'm
louder.
gonna-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm
For
Morgan.
the people in the back. Morgan.
There he is. There he is. Oh, and today we're talking about the Pagan Pop-Up
Yeah.
at
Yep.
Armadillo Ale Works next Sunday. on
Next
the
Sunday.
13th.
The 13th,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Not, okay,
It's a
so
full moon.
Ooh. Wait, the 13th of October is a full moon.
That's why we scheduled it for that date.
What?
I like this.
This is too perfect. This is way too perfect.
It's almost like we're good at planning stuff.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Okay.
It
no.
only took since
All right,
January.
I'm gonna stop jerking myself off here. Jesus.
It's not a cuss word.
You got us
Okay.
there.
Not technically.
What is the Pagan Pop-Up? Like, let's tell these folks about it.
It is an event where pagan is just a broad umbrella term, but it's just an event where we have people who believe in, nature as healing, and we have those who believe in spirituality, and we have some heathens come out, some other folks with different.
Polytheists
Yep.
and animists
Okay.
primarily.
And it's just a show that celebrates all those people coming out and selling their wares and explaining that, what their wares are about,
Wait, what kind of wares? What can we expect to see
Well,
at this?
Sean from Beastly's Blades, he is a
He's
blacksmith.
a bladesmith.
Yeah, well, a blacksmith because he doesn't just make blades, and he does like little
His primary
jewelry
job
pieces.
though is bladesmithing.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and he the olden days, and he literally just does that, and no horseshoes, I don't think, but
But
only
he brings
plastic.
that little anvil
I
and,
don't
like,
know.
hammers them out.
Yep.
The guy that's been at the Monk before.
No, you're thinking of Bjorn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was at Anatomica Botanica.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
Bjorn.
Oh, okay.
Beasley Blades is a Fort Worth-based. He's a
Hi,
Fort
Sean.
Worth-based blacksmith, and God, his work is phenomenal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I actually need to go down there and do some smithing with him.
Right on.
Yeah, I've been trying to get him to teach a one-on-one class for my husband Ivan.
Nice.
cool.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Ivan's hiding over there. If you guys can't see. Yeah.
I can't see. He's
Well-
hiding in the corner.
What else can we expect at the show?
We have a huge number of vendors. So we have a fairly regular face in Denton, Jet Smith. She's going to come out with her oddball taxidermy, a lot of wet specimens, some dry bone specimens. That's what my partner and I's business also sells. Then RD Artisanals was one of our more popular vendors at the January show. They sell a lot of holistic-based items, so bath salts. They sell crystals and also taxidermy.
Okay.
So tell me
They have
about.
an insanely varied.
Yeah,
booth.
but Bear also does a lot of awesome leather work. And,
Yes, he does.
He does amazing like arm pieces and jewelry pieces.
And hair. What do you call those?
Oh, I don't remember.
Like
you put it on your
the braid.
you put it on your bun and then shove a
Yeah.
spike through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of things with herbs, like salves and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
natural remedies, things like that.
This is so cool.
And they make rune casting mats as well.
Nice.
Then we have Marvel and Moon coming back. They are a candle maker.
Yep.
God, we got so many new people coming in this time.
So many.
And we
amazing
have
people.
2 tarot readers, and they're going to have their own tarot
Mm-hmm.
station this time.
So they can have like a nice private area.
Nice.
We also have
Very
a
cool.
booth from the Witch Bitch Amateur Hour.
Sure do.
They are a local DFW podcast that is getting a lot of attention, actually worldwide. They have like listeners in like New Zealand and Australia. It's wild how fast
Nice.
they blew up. We are hosting them as it's going to be their first live recording, and they also have a booth where it's Charlie and Macy. They're going to be selling like
Merch, I guess.
merch, and they're also making stuff.
Oh, that's
They're
cool.
making Macy's selling some incense that she's making, specific like meditation incense, and Charlie's selling soaps that she makes.
That's cool.
And this is their first time vending. This is their very first live show, and judging from the last couple of podcast episodes, I think Macy is about ready to throw up because of it.
Poor thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm really curious about taxidermy. I'm sorry to interrupt, but like,
No,
what
go ahead.
makes taxidermy oddball? What makes it different? Is it different types of animals? Is it like not all armadillos? You know, or is it? Are they posed in strange and interesting ways?
I'm selling a lamp that I made out of a zebra leg.
Oh, cool.
Well, it's an
Okay.
oddity, and
Unique
it's
use
Texas,
of-
so everyone has some
Yeah.
taxidermy something, but it's not traditional taxidermy where you have, a longhorn on your mantle or
Yeah.
something like
Okay,
that.
so it's not just the animal. You're being creative and artistic.
Yeah, a
with
lot
it.
of what my
Cool.
partner and I make, we do like bell jar displays. So we do arrangements with crystals and various animal skulls. So
It's a clutch.
I'm not gonna have it at this one because it already sold, but I mummified a deer head. So that's the kind of thing we make.
Okay.
I showed you that, right?
Yeah.
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 It was stinky.
When I made it, yeah. When I was making it.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, no.
Very
Now
clean.
it's sealed and completely dried, and
Yeah.
that was absolutely disgusting.
I know it's stinky because you're like, look, smell it. And I was like,
You
You
never.
fell for it.
yeah. Yeah, and I smelled it, yeah.
So one of the
I
things
never thought I'd see brain goo.
I've never seen brain goo.
Yeah, it was. So
Wait
I,
for it.
Not
Fair.
deer
Will.
specific.
Well, I
especially.
removed the head off of a spine. I have 2 deer spines that I'm going to be turning into floor lamps. I have to macerate them.
And you
but,
didn't kill this deer. You didn't
No,
kill it.
he
It
was both of them. One was found already mostly decomposed, and the other was found in a fence. Poor thing had caught his back legs in
So
the fence.
somewhat
Is that a
roadkill.
concept that's like centered to your practice? You don't want to kill the animals, you want to find them, or is that just
I actually
additional
think
So-
information?
Just as far as taxidermy goes, I always try to ethically source
Okay.
my animals. I don't really like using the term ethically sourced because nature. So, like, yeah, I can say, oh, yeah, I ethically found all these animals, but nature is incredibly brutal. There's no
That's true.
real way to ethically collect remains because they probably died in some horrific fashion. Like, one of my tarantula lives in a turtle shell that was crushed by a horse hoof.
Okay. There you go.
Nature has no concept of ethics.
Right.
right, and the vendors that we do have that have some type of bone work or taxidermy work or any pelt of some sort, they're not killing it themselves. They're either finding it on the side of the road or in their yards or something.
You guys mentioned that you had a really stringent vetting process for all of your vendors. What does that mean to you for this kind of event?
Because we got the first pagan pop-up, we got a good chunk of vendors to sift through and go through, and right away does it go under that pagan umbrella.
Okay.
And then from there, you just got to keep on condensing and condensing, and the same process happened. We started, the application for vendors itself was back in May, I think, and this event,
Oh wow.
yeah, long
It's
ago.
next weekend.
The
Wow.
first
Yeah, it's a long process.
God,
Yeah.
the first day we had over 50 people put applications in,
Wow.
almost as soon as we announced it.
Oh, wow.
But as far as the vetting process goes, like Di made the entire sign-up sheet, and as part of that, you have to be some form of pagan to participate in this event, because we're wanting to create a space for pagans to both show their wares and interact with the greater community, which can feel kind of disconnected in places like Texas, because there's no real central organization or anything like that. So really, it's all kind of has to be done word of mouth and small events like this. But like, if someone comes on, they're like, "Well, I'm not really pagan, but I think this would be real profitable for me."
But that was one of the
Yeah.
questions
Like-
on the application process. Like,
Yeah, that's
what do you believe in?
exactly
And
what I'm saying.
we got all kinds of random caca.
Oh
Like,
God.
like I don't believe in anything. I just want to sell my stuff. I'm like, all right, delete. You're not a vendor.
Yeah, we had one that was it was so disingenuous and off the wall. It was like I'm a hedonistic neo-pagan, which is just a string of word vomit. Like for one thing, that's like a string of word vomit.
But for all you know,
And-
they truly believe that's what they are. You don't know that, but
Yeah, but
What
also
y'all
like
are looking for is very genuine.
yeah.
yeah, and
Even
and
if
that
the answer is
believe-
I believe in fae and fairies, I genuinely believe that person.
This
you know.
is what I am.
well,
Right.
like the greater pagan community, like across the country, already has a big problem with people coming into it thinking like there's a lot of predatory activity, and where people like, oh yeah, pagan girls are supposed to be like free spirited and like
Okay.
Yeah.
all of that. So they'll go to pagan events and
So you're
like, oh
trying
yeah,
to
these girls are supposed to be
protect
easy,
the
and they'll
actual
just be there
group.
to be predatory.
Yeah.
And we're trying very hard to create an environment where everyone feels safe.
This is the
and-
community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the community, not these creeps off to the side.
Okay.
And a
fair enough.
community that a lot of people don't really have anywhere to go to, where they're closet case pagans or whatever at home, and
Or even
you know,
people
it's,
that just want to dip their toes in.
yeah, who
Right
are
on.
curious. You know, there was a ton of kids at Armadillo the last time, and just walking around. It's a bar.
To
Yeah.
see what this world
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah,
Some
and-
people
Right on.
knew, and some people had no clue. Some people were like, "What does this do?" And because we coordinated the event, I had to walk around a lot, ask how the vendors are doing. You all okay?
Oh,
And you
yeah.
can hear all the way down, them answering questions like, "Oh, this is this herb, and this is what this does, and you brew this for 2 hours, blah blah blah." So they were teaching when some people already knew. They're like, "I just want this," and
But
Yeah.
there were people there to get community involvement, to learn
Absolutely.
about this.
Absolutely.
Well,
We got a lot of great feedback because a ton of our vendors were willing to just sit there and talk
Right on.
and
Right on.
explain things. And it wasn't just like, oh, yeah, dude, get the heck out of my booth. It was, no, here's
engage.
why this thing is this thing.
Well, you
Right on.
found the genuine people that wanted to be there.
Absolutely.
Or the community,
Yep.
it sounds
And a
like.
safe
not
place,
just to
yep.
sell.
Yep.
But,
Yeah.
but to be in that type of community where you can be open and honest with others and feel comfortable teaching people who don't know very much about what you're doing. That's pretty cool. I like that.
And, we do want
I
all of our
do have
vendors.
to interrupt too, because we have not mentioned Armadillo. Like,
That's where it's gonna be at.
You dropped that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
This is happening at Armadillo Ale Works next Sunday, the 13th. And
They've been
thank
absolutely
goodness.
fantastic working
right?
with us.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Oh.
drank all mine. Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Sorry. I'm about to be done with mine too.
I know it's a beer tasting, but
I'm taking
you
it
can't have
slow.
Yeah. Like,
God,
you
you're
taste
better
it your
than
own
me.
I
drink.
wanna
It's
savor
yours.
this.
You
You're
taste
so
it
much
as fast
better
as
than me.
I know.
we
I can
should have
taste
had
it by the
spares,
smell.
man.
The smell
just
tastes
a
great.
stack?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just and we could have like made a pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
completely blocked the
We
cameras.
could
It would have
do
been great.
Just a stack of cans.
Yeah, a pyramid of cans, and we would have been
and lots of hand movement.
the beer pagan Illuminati.
Fingertips around the
No, we
edges.
could
Oh,
all
yeah.
be a character and just talk with
Oh.
the thing, and then it would be a puppet show. and
Oh,
they
I
wouldn't
like
know-
that.
And
We've
then they
gotta
wouldn't
do
know
that
that
episode.
I'm not drinking.
Are you voting on this? You say yay?
Yeah.
yeah.
Next
Right
time,
on.
I'll draw like hands and stuff. Yep.
I
We'll
want
stalk
mine
off to the
with
side.
Yeah.
lipstick, but also a mustache. You know?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Nice. Can I have a beard?
You have to have a beard.
No, but you
It's
should be
required,
like
actually.
Marilyn
Yeah,
Monroe
that's-
because you got a mole right there.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
you
that's
do?
legally
I
required.
Get like a
Everybody
blonde
wants to
wig.
see.
Show it.
There it is. She's got
There
a
you go.
little beauty mark. Now, sadly, Bobby and Tyler couldn't be here with us today. Like, they're going to be there for the show on the 13th.
Yeah.
But currently, they're in Denver at the Great American Beer Fest.
Nice.
So we've been talking this week when we've been talking about the show, and they agreed to do, like, give us a little glimpse into what they're seeing and kind of give us their interpretation, too, and what the arts mean to them and everything. So Jake, can we play that? Is that cool? Yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Bobby Mullins and Tyler Rogers coming live from Great American Beer Fest in Denver. How's it going, everybody? So this is our booth. We're here pouring some great beers. We got Seven Serpent, our collaboration with True Brewing, Tropical Squeeze, our sour beer, Dapper Apple, that's our fall beer brewed with apple juice and apple pie spices. Pouring some brunch money, y'all know what that is. And then, camera difficulties, and honey please. So, we're here in Denver. It's Great American Beer Fest time. That means we're drinking lots of beers, having a good time.
And we're representing Denton. So GABF, if you don't know, is the Great American Beer Festival. It's pretty much like the Olympics of American craft beer. We're one of how many breweries here?
I think there's 500 breweries and over 4,000 beers or so.
Yeah, so, we're trying them all, of course.
So we wanted to come talk about Pagan Pop-Up, which is coming not Sunday, but next Sunday. I don't know what date that is.
Yeah, all the days run together.
We're just
GABF.
We're just two guys with a phone filming ourselves.
But we're looking forward to it. Pagan Pop-Up was a great success last year. It was great people, wonderful event. So we're looking forward to hosting it again at our tap room.
So one of our newest beers that we'll have at the Pagan Pop-Up is the Yacht Club number 3. That's our double dry hop hazy IPA. We brewed with Nugzilla hops and lemon drop hops. So if you haven't had the Yacht Club series yet, be sure to try it. We'll also have a few of these up on. Camera. So
yeah, we got all those beers. We got beer. If you like beer, come to our tap room and drink the beer.
So yeah, I guess that's all we have to say.
Hi Ben.
Hi Ben.
Hi Ben.
Hello. And goodbye.
And goodbye.
And goodbye. Oh, man, I love that video. And I'm really jealous I'm not at JBF right now.
I am jealous. It's really peaceful.
They should be
right
jealous
also
that
there's
they're
a lot
not
of great
here.
beer.
That's right.
That's
I
true.
mean-
All right, you got me there.
They abandoned us for Denver.
Y'all are testing
You have better
and
company,
tasting
Ben.
these beers here. They should be
Right?
jealous that they're not
Yeah.
here right now.
Oh,
You're right.
did it come with an ice block?
It did, yeah.
Can I eat that?
No.
No, because it was just
Or I-
here.
Okay.
There were
Are you trying
new
to imply
beers.
that he cares?
There was a cockroach on this table earlier. And
Oh,
that,
There
that's
was,
fair.
and a snake that wanted to eat the cockroach, I think.
yeah, so
We were
that-
observing
Oh,
the behavior
yeah.
of the snake,
If-
where it was just kind of.
If you guys were watching
really
the
wanted
previous
to hit some
episode
cockroach.
on
I named it
dentonradio.com,
Cracker.
okay, I brought 2 beers, and neither of y'all are opening them. I'm just saying, and I'm looking at them jealously, because those are the last 2 beers we have right now.
You
Well,
want
until we
backwash?
go back to the month. Yeah, I'll take backwash.
I'm sure they're delicious.
Forget you. Finish your beer, and I'll drink this. I'm going to give you my backwash. Forget you. Cheers. Forget you, Betsy.
That's how I lost my beer.
Oh, so Di got cast out on this again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
That's what
I'm
happens when
sorry.
you're allergic to alcohol.
Life is hard, then you die.
I know.
Fair enough.
So, am I allowed to ask? Is it okay if I ask? Allergic to alcohol, what does that mean? What does it do? Have you learned that the hard way?
Well, I didn't. Okay, long story short, I didn't know I was allergic. I just know that if I would have a beer or any kind of like, say, like a screwdriver or that blue thing you always get me. I don't know what it is. What is that? It's like Curacao and
Blue
something.
motorcycle?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. But anyway, every time, the next day, I would always feel like I'm sick
Blue Hawaiian.
and like congested
Oh
with
God,
phlegm.
man.
Yeah. And because I always want a sweet drink. I hate like
yeah.
strong stuff.
Sounds
Like
like
give
a
me a
friggin'
whiskey.
nightmare.
No. But then the next day I always would feel kind of congested,
Run
and I'd
down.
have even if it's just one, and I have phlegm and all this stuff. And then I
Like
had
hay
mentioned it in
fever,
passing
kind
at the
of.
doctor.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, you're probably allergic to something like that." And then just recently, I made shrimp with 2 Modelo's in it, with onions and tomatoes, and you let it simmer in the beer. And I thought it was the shrimp, and then I texted my husband, and I was like, "I think it's the beer."
Well, you should have burned all that alcohol off while you were cooking.
Even when you bake it, it doesn't dissipate. It stays. It always.
It's
stays.
always there.
Yeah. And plus, I poured 2 Modelo's in a small Modelo Negro, right, in a small bag of shrimp. So.
But we're still here for you.
I know,
okay.
but I can smell it, and I can taste through the smell, and it
Oh,
smells
nice.
delicious.
There you go. Well, okay. So back to the show,
Yeah, that's why we're here.
right?
Not for my allergic reaction.
What? But that was informative.
I'm here
In
for
case
their
the
allergic
people are curious,
reactions.
look, she's
No,
rude.
cheers.
Why isn't she drinking? This is why.
This is it.
This is
This
why.
is it.
Also, you're just kind of rude.
I'm always rude. Always.
It's just
That's part of her charm, I think.
that's just the
It
way it
is.
is.
If I
The
don't
met-
intimidate someone off the bat, then I'm sorry. I'm not doing my proper
yeah,
job.
we've been friends for over a year, and I've learned to deal with it. And tons of people are like, "Dude,
You still
why-"
think I'm mad at you every second, so
No, people are like, "Why do you put up with that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just die, man."
there's nothing to put up with. You don't like it later.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yes.
Yep.
Well, okay. So we've talked about the vendors.
Yes.
We've talked about the venue.
Stepping on my cord.
We've seen the venue at this point, right?
Yes.
You guys are gonna have music as well.
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
and a burlesque.
Wait,
Catalina.
what?
Nice.
Yeah, we have a
Oh,
burlesque
and,
act.
and the podcast
Yes,
too.
sir.
That's gonna happen in a quieter space if you want to watch that.
Well,
okay,
no. The live show is opening it up at 2. So they are going on stage and delivering their very first live show. So everyone in attendance
On the
gets
stage
to
at Armadillo.
Yep, they get to listen to it, and they're going to record it right then and there. So everybody that listens at home, that's all over the damn world,
They're gonna hear it all.
they get
the
to
whole
hear
show.
everything.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
What's
And then
what's the show? What are the
It's
musicians?
They're
It's
a
called the Witch
podcast.
Bitch Amateur Hour.
Okay.
oh yeah, that's the
So you
the
mentioned
podcast.
earlier.
And then the burlesque show.
We're gonna have a burlesque
Yeah.
performer. It's Catalina, and she is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah,
now where did y'all meet her?
that was actually all Die.
Yeah.
I think we met originally. I hope I don't bastardize this, but originally it was through my artwork because I have red milk crone. I paint a lot of cute. I think they're cute and creepy. I had someone DM me about a month ago saying I'm unfollowing you because of the clown, and it's a cute little clown.
Oh,
And it-
dude, the clown's adorable.
Yeah, a little.
Come on.
I did
Hang
a.
on.
You're gonna show him. I paint.
I'm gonna show him.
So for my
Oh, I've
birthday, I
still
got
got
like super
Slim
expensive
Goodbody on my
Copic
phone here.
markers from my husband, and I tried out the Copic markers, and it's not a scary clown at all. But
I assume your response was bye.
No, I don't. But
What do we got here?
It's the Copic one. Where is it? It's super cute.
Oh, that was
Can we
a
hold
while
this up to the
back.
camera? Is it gonna translate well?
Where is
I
it?
would
We're gonna
like
find
for it
out.
to-
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, we should talk about.
Oh yeah, this little dude.
Aw,
He's not creepy at all. He's super adorable.
Look at that little guy. Look at him.
that's like the least creepy clown I've ever seen. And
He's
I've
kind
seen
of
some creepy
adorable.
clowns.
It's the least creepiest thing I
Was
think
that a
on
creepy clown?
Yeah, cute as all hell.
Kind of, maybe. Oh, he
he's
was
a
okay.
SCSE.
Okay. Yeah, he votes it's all right.
But I
Right.
mostly paint monsters and
Yeah.
creatures and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Pan's Labyrinth-y looking things, but not.
Oh, it's beautifully dark.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met her through that. I think I don't want to say 100%, but I think it was through that and following her pages. And she's always shared my stuff. And then I guess I friended her on Facebook at one point, and and then I know she does that, and I was like, hey, do you want to do it? Not even knowing if it was allowed at Armadillo, I'm like, you're doing it.
Sweet. Well, there you go.
nice.
Well, it turns out it's kind of allowed. So I had to talk to Mallory. So the show in January, we had two belly dance performers.
The chick
It
with
was-
the blades was awesome.
Oh yeah, Aditi Sarab was her name.
Awesome.
Yeah,
See what you're
she was
missing out on.
amazing.
Yeah.
But they got fairly risque, as belly dancers do.
So this might not be family friendly.
Well, it kind of has to be. So Mallory took over. She's still fairly new.
She is beautiful and wonderful.
She's fantastic.
She is amazing.
Honestly, she's so fantastic. She worked with me so well.
She sent me
to
with
get
all
the
of the
bands
samples
paid.
for tonight for Free Beer Friday as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, Mallory's fantastic. I was
So you didn't steal
so
these, she
happy
gave
to
you
meet
these.
her.
Oh yeah, no, she gave them to me. Yeah,
checking.
she
I
gave me
stole mine.
full written permission. But
anyway,
was a
she's
good
been
show.
super cooperative with
Yeah.
the bands and all that.
Nice.
Yeah, Mallory's been fantastic working with us. But I had to tell Catalina, like, you can't strip all the way down to pasties, my dude.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And she's like, well, can I do bra and panties? So I emailed Mallory. She says, well, family-friendly event, kind of family-friendly venue. I'm like, sorry, my dude-arino. You can't,
She'll still put on a great show.
Yeah, no.
Excellent.
She showed me the
Excellent.
costume she's going to be wearing, and I'm like, oh, dude.
Tasteful.
Mm.
Perfect.
And she sings too, so it's pretty good.
Oh, right on.
If
No.
I can be a little disgustingly sexy.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Now, who else is playing at the show?
So-
Because you've got multiple acts going on.
Yes. So after the Witch Bitch Amateur Hour goes on, we have a Dallas-based band called the High Moons. They're
Okay.
they describe themselves as a gypsy indie, I think.
Okay. Okay.
But I've seen them perform several times. They're really good.
And just fitting for the event.
I'm close friends with the lead guitarist, and she's amazing. It's her sister is the lead singer, and I believe actually their other sister just took up the bass as
Nice.
well.
It's become a family affair.
Yeah, it's become a
Traveling
whole
band.
sister thing. I don't know if she's performing bass quite yet, but she's started like learning specifically to join the High Moons. After that, we have Hex Tape, which Hex Tape is a Denton-based hip hop artist, and she's incredible. And she also has the highest cheekbones that I've ever seen in a human person.
Up here.
Like up here, it's like those weird
No.
like
Just stop.
cartoons
Just stop.
that it's like the idealized human like figure.
Oh,
like she
okay.
has those kind of cheekbones.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She's incredible. She's an incredible artist. We tried to get her for the first Pagan pop-up. She had to miss it because of a horrible family emergency that happened.
Gotcha.
She was super apologetic. Really wanted to do this. And I was like, yeah, dude.
It's
Of
time.
course you can do this.
Numero dos.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
And we know we
Yeah.
did a good job in the first one simply because we had people reach out. We want to perform
Oh yeah.
at
This is
Pagan.
great.
We want to, and it's like I'm vendors. Go to Morgan. I'll direct you to that person.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, this thing has grown pretty darn quickly, right?
Darn.
Alarmingly.
Yes, alarmingly fast.
God dang.
Is this?
There you go.
I mean, can we always expect it in Denton?
I feel filthy.
Or
Well, this one again, like we were saying earlier, it's going to be at Armadillo again. The first one was there. The second one, and this one's fairly small and intimate. Kind of get 10 extra vendors and try to build up 10 at a time.
up to 25 this year? Is that what you said?
About that.
23, 24.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's including the
Jeez.
sponsors. We're having Horror Freak. Hi, Eric. He owns Horror Freak over there in, is that Bedford? Bedford, Euless, whatever.
I thought he moved out of there.
No,
didn't
he's there.
In
Oh no,
that
he
area.
was in Hearst before.
Yes, and
That's
now he's in
right,
Bedford
that's right.
Euless off of Brown Trail at Retro Plaza.
Oh, yeah,
Super
I
awesome.
haven't seen his new location. His old store was really tiny, but was super cool.
No, wait,
I own
so
so
wait.
many items.
It's a
from
horror-
Who is this?
He's
Yeah,
one of our
what-
sponsors.
And what does he do?
He has a shop of like horror
Yeah,
paraphernalia stuff.
specifically horror themed
That is it.
things.
Oh,
He has
fantastic.
a
Books.
rack in his store of 50-cent VHSs, and I am still kicking myself in the ass that I didn't buy the Mothra VHS because, good lord, do I want Mothra on VHS for
Yes.
some reason. I don't
Yes.
have a VHS player. I guess I'm just
But
of a
you
crappy
own
He
it.
does,
parent.
but you might want to
Yeah.
Was
covet.
the ghost
No, I want to
The
get a VHS
Killers
player
one?
so I can watch Mothra.
There you go.
clown-
And there's
Killers
like
from
a
Chase,
ton
was
of
that
really
VHS?
crappy like
The clown.
B
What?
movie horror films that never
I'll tell
got
you in a
converted to DVD or Blu-ray. You can only get them on VHS because they're
The
absolutely
production
garbage.
company
Yeah.
fell apart. Nobody's there to do DVDs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just garbage. It was like not worth it to convert them. So like,
No.
if you want to
No,
see
no.
those,
It
It's a
was
type of
worth
store
it.
that you go to that you have to buy something because it either
Oh, yeah.
rips you from nostalgia. Like Ivan, my husband, bought like he saw it, the killer clowns from space, and then
Killer
he was
Clowns
like,
from Outer Space. That's right.
oh yes,
gotta buy it.
If I learned anything from that movie, a sheriff's badge solves a lot of problems.
Always shoot for the nose though.
That's right.
Always
That's
shoot for
right.
the nose.
But yes,
I think
he's
so.
one of our
Di had
sponsors.
her work at his old shop. I think you still have work there, don't you?
Yep.
And Haley has a bunch of her work. Haley's my partner with Robin's Nest Artwork. She
where-
also makes up our. It's an art cooperative, Cicada Song Studios. So it's both of us, and we work with Di. We work with Jet. Another of our artists is Cherie Paramore. She's with Signum Serpentis is her business name.
Oh boy.
So we
And she's also
we
a
use,
vendor this time.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, she is.
Will be at Armadillo.
Yes, sir.
She,
as well on the
she has a
13th.
fantastic line of jewelry, and her artwork is just friggin' like
Amazing.
it's like a
Yes.
spicy meatball.
Oh, and another thing about the event, the vendors, all vendors are different. So I try really hard to have one person with soap. I try not to have duplicates or triplicates of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I have one person with herbs and another person with herbs, I want to make sure that even though they both have it, their products are different. So someone might have
Yep.
teas, the other person might have salves. Those are two completely different things. And I try not to double all of that. Like, I don't want two soap makers. I don't want two candle makers. I don't want any doubles or anything. So it's broad, so everyone gets a chance, and there isn't,
I think that
a million
I
things.
think that helps a lot with the kind of culture
Mm-hmm.
that we've built with this event, in that the vendors aren't competing with one another.
Yep.
It's more
on.
of
It's
we're all just
a
there.
collective
Yeah.
of everyone.
Yep.
It sounds like
Exactly.
you guys are a really supportive environment for a lot of different people, a lot of local businesses,
Well,
a lot
it's
of
also
really
a-
creative people.
It's also a chance for them to get out there and sell their wares that they won't be at another event.
Yeah.
That you can't, they can have something on the local square that has 40 vendors,
Yeah.
and then they go, but because that's either, a very family friendly. Some people think what we have isn't family friendly simply because pagan is the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
there
yeah.
may be
The
a stigma
assumption if
associated
somebody
with
is
it.
not
So this gives them
familiar.
a chance, if they had, something like sage or whatever that people have, oh, that's witchcraft right away. Oh, tarot, that's
Yeah.
witchcraft. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, they wouldn't be allowed. They'd get,
Yeah.
disregarded
Yeah.
right away and
Well,
not
and-
be able to sell there.
And I wanted to point something out that I noticed, and I know that we might be running out of time, but I know y'all have mentioned so many like strong female people in what you're doing, and as somebody who works in a very male dominated field. I'm a brewer. I represent we're 4% of the brewers in the United States, and in Texas it's very, very, very few. There are 3 in DFW, and so like just hearing you go on about how proud you are about these female performers and about a lot of the vendors that you've been talking about. I think it's really cool that you are so supportive and you don't even realize that you're doing it. And I think that's the coolest part is like, you're just supportive of people.
Right on.
We're
for
just
whatever
open. We're just
reason.
open, and
but
we
you
want
mentioned
people to
so
be
many
open back and not be.
and it seems like a
scared.
really good, open, supportive environment. And that's just kind of what I've
That
gotten in
actually
talking to you
reminds
guys.
me to go back to the musicians. After
we have more.
Catalina goes on after Hex Tape. Then we have Lorelei K, and Lorelei K is one of my absolute favorite local musicians, and she was such a sweetheart in.
She's amazing.
Yeah, I feel kind of like dirty, cause I think I bribed her Because I was doing this like monthly thing where I was doing a new art piece
Is
for a
uneditable a
different.
word? Because this is uneditable. Right?
No, I was doing like a monthly
It's like a hush
art
drive.
piece for a different local musician, and that kind of like
You softened her.
it
So-
crashed and burned because I got like way busy way fast this year. But the first month in January, I did a charcoal, graphite, and gold leaf piece for Lorelei Kay,
Oh, that's cool.
inspired by her first album.
Right
And
on.
I gave it to her at a show, and that was the show that I was like, "Hey, by the way, I got this, thing, you wanna come?"
brought you this.
By the
Yeah,
way.
and then I did upsetting after that, and they put that piece on a T-shirt. and
And I did their album cover. They asked me to do
No,
their
that was the
album.
sheets.
Oh, the sheets.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
sheets.
Yeah.
And they were also at the first one.
Yes, upsetting and the sheets were both at the first one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Peg and Pop Up.
Nice.
Because we're all homies, and they were doing me a real solid.
This is amazing. It's a collection of artists, of vendors, of makers, all in this one group in one night. I'm absolutely amazed.
Yeah,
It's
and,
gonna be so much fun.
So
And it's close to Halloween, so
Oh,
probably
yes.
I'm gonna be a gelfling, so hopefully I have my ears in time, and I'll just wear them around.
Nice.
come get
People
your
already
spooky
think-
garbage.
You
People
got
already
it.
think I'm already like a nymph or a fairy of some sort. So I'm
Yep.
like, why the hell
Why
not?
I'm just
Work
gonna
it.
wear it.
Work
I'm
it.
just gonna do it.
Well, I think we've had one interlude from Bobby and Tyler. I think we've got something from Richie Flo as well.
There's
One sec.
more.
Yes, Richie's gonna
Our-
sign us. Oh,
Our
Richie.
last musician. So
Oh.
after
Oh,
Lorelei
yeah.
Kay goes on, Catalina's doing another burlesque set, and then Poppy Xander is coming on. Poppy Xander from Helium Queens.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah, she has bought like 4 of my taxidermy displays. It's incredible. She just keeps buying them.
Aw.
That's awesome. So she's well invested.
Oh yeah, she has
the show.
so many of my items in her home. It
Oh, this is
boggles my
perfect.
mind.
This is perfect.
So the vendors and the music. So people come up to the event. So there are people who come out to see, say they come to see High Moons, and then all of a sudden they're like, wow, there's an event here. There's vendors here. They have no idea. They'll come to see that. And then there are some people like, I'm going to toot my own horn. Like I have like 5 fans that'll come and every time. And they
Hang
come
out for the art.
You
yeah,
have
well,
more
I
than
know them
5
now
fans.
because they're super awesome. Whatever. That actually come out and like, hey, oh my god, and then
You're the
It's a
reason I
humble
made
brag.
money at the Oddity show.
yeah, but they come out and they have no idea that's happening, but they know I'm vending because I'm sharing it from my art page.
Yeah.
Right on.
Or
Nice.
or they don't know that I have Brew House, which is what the event is under.
Yeah.
So that, brewery.
And one
Ah.
final note. Brian and Ellen from Pint Services have
Huge
a
thanks to them.
big old booth, and they were instrumental in getting us Armadillo the first time around.
Right on. Right on.
We really couldn't have done this without all their effort. They've done so much for this show.
Yep.
They're so
And
magical.
And you know what's going to make us look even better? We're doing a lot. The raffle. We're doing the shirts. They're going
yes,
to do live printing
so
for a
we
charity.
Are, we are running
Nice.
we are running a raffle for the Texas Conservation Alliance.
Yep.
Right on.
They do
Right
habitat
on.
rebuilding, they do waterway cleanup, and they do a lot of work to reintroduce native species into the areas and just rebuild a lot of the damage that
Not
has
fire
been done
ants or anything, but yeah.
to Texas.
But yeah, there's a lot in Texas, right?
So our
on.
raffle, I think this would be a pretty okay note to leave on because they're trying to wrap up.
Yeah. We have one thing or 2 things,
Yeah,
whatever the vendors want to give for a raffle pot.
Haley
Oh,
will be
nice.
running a raffle booth
Nice.
right as you enter. Armadillo
gonna
Ale
show
Works.
all the
It'll be-
vendor goods.
It'll be right.
So
It'll
you
be
get it.
on your right as soon as you get in the damn building, and there will be an item from every single vendor on that table. Raffle tickets will be $2.
I'm going to sneak in some beers there. Don't tell them.
Yeah, raffle tickets will be $2, and if you win, you get every item on the table. That'll
Yep.
be over a $900 value.
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
And every bit of that money is going to the Texas Conservation Alliance.
And $5 from, so we do concert shirts. So at first Pagan had a traditional
Yep.
concert shirt. I call them concert shirts, but it has the
I
logo.
honestly wanted to wear mine. But
It has the
I couldn't
logo
find
and the
it.
date, and it has all the sponsors just like a concert should would.
Yeah.
But we're doing that again, and $5 of that sale
From
will
Pint
also
Services are going to go
Yes,
to.
Yeah.
are gonna go to
This
that.
is awesome.
I
And the
love it.
first 100 people to show up get a wristband, and I'm gonna randomly walk around like a creepy person, and then grab them, and someone with the
always walk
wristband.
around like a creepy
I know,
person.
with my hands
Right.
like this, like I'm
Yeah,
a
you're
rapper.
But
like
with
you're like a
purpose
damn
this
gremlin.
time. With
Yes,
purpose.
right.
and I'm gonna grab them without
Gremlins
their.
always walk around with purpose. Have you seen Gremlins
All
too?
right,
It
yeah.
was horrible.
You got me.
Yeah, but I bathe
Just-
and I don't
Just
multiply.
don't
And you bring,
feed her
you
after
bring
midnight.
presents.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna, without their consent, maybe 2 hours into the event, I'm gonna grab them
By the
and-
back of the shirt.
Yeah,
just yank.
yeah, maybe by the ear, like their mom did when they were
Yeah.
kids, and
fucking
traumatize them,
yoink
and then
them,
give them
dude.
something,
Yeah, just-
like a little
Nice.
gift, and it's gonna be a little box of surprises. I'm not gonna know what it is.
Cool.
I
Okay.
may get 2 people,
And that's the first how many people?
100 people to show up.
Okay, somebody or some folks out of that first 100.
Yep.
Oh, so you got to hurry. You
Yeah,
gotta be
we had
first
2
on
vendors.
on the block, right?
We had 2
Oh, yeah.
vendors in the first pagan pop-up that sold out within the first 2 hours.
Oh
So
wow. Okay,
Oh
so
no,
if-
within the first hour.
That was
Awesome.
one
Okay.
person, but the
No,
other person.
didn't Marvel and Moon also sell out in the first? Because I know the Proof Bakery sold completely
Yep.
out in
There
the
it
first
is.
hour.
So if-
Marvel and Moon was
if that
like,
wasn't
right
already
behind them.
enough that
awesome.
Under 2
everybody's going to
hours.
start running
Under
out of
2.
stuff,
Yep.
you get prizes if
Yep.
you get there early too.
And
Oh,
you
I
get
like this.
grabbed.
And your raffle
You
is going
get
to be.
straight
die,
yoinked, my
you know?
dude.
Who doesn't want to get grabbed by this?
Can you?
Yeah.
I was about to say, can you like drag me under
I can
the
lift.
arms?
I
Yeah.
want to
Bro,
make
I
a
can
joke,
lift,
but
man.
it
It's gonna
won't be
pull
PG.
me across the brewery.
Just snatch him.
I'm pretty
Like
sure I
that.
Snatch
can.
him up.
Oh yeah, Daddy.
150 pounds, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Wait,
strong. I'm
I'm-
stocky.
I believe
How
her.
heavy are you?
Yeah, my money's on her.
And
Can
I can
she
pick them
carry
up.
you? Oh, money's on this, guys. This
90
is going to be
pounds,
a
bro.
You
great
heard it here.
show. Great show.
Guy has picked me up, and
nice.
You didn't believe me, and you didn't believe him.
all of my weight is in my ass. That was a feat.
You want to see a grown man get carried away and then win prizes? Come to the show.
Yeah.
October
Wait, hold on.
13th.
Do the people that are watching get prizes, or does the man being carried away get prizes?
I'm not picking you up again. I got a hernia almost the last time.
Oh, quit fishing for free prizes. That's
No one's going to
ridiculous,
compliment on your
sir.
butt anymore. We're over that.
Right.
Oh, are we?
Off
Yeah.
camera, we're going to talk about that, bud.
Yeah. we're sitting down at the moment.
You
but
know I'm
give
always
us a
down to
minute.
talk about this, bud.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us. But if you want to see what Richie had to say about everything, I want to kind of know what Richie has to say, too.
Let's flow on out of here.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep.
Nice.
And if you want to know the event, go on Brewhouse. It's BRUHAUS.
BRUJ.
JAUS.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Brewhouse.
Oh, let's tag it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
And
let's
that's
tag
where
that
the
in.
event is, and
Yeah.
that's where all the sponsors are. And it
Yeah.
shows a list of the
So it's-
vendors and a list of the performers and all
Oh,
the charity
perfect.
It's
information.
Brewhouse, Marrow and Moss, or Cicada Song Studios.
There you go.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. And guys, thank you for joining us again. We'll see you next week. Bye.
What's going on, everyone? It's Richie Flo here. I just wanted to let y'all know that Saturday, October 5th, I am bringing an amazing magic show to Andy's Bar in Denton, off the square, or on the square, actually. I have acts like Confetti Eddie. I have L25 doing her debut solo act. I'm going to have a bunch of special guests. It's going to be probably the most amusing, at least, show that you're going to see in a long time. I'm going to be doing magic. I'm going to be doing some music. We're going to have music, magic, and madness. I don't really know what the madness is going to be. Hopefully nobody's too upset, but it's going to be crazy. And bring your friends. This is going to be something that you're going to want to be the one that told your friends about this show. In fact, go ahead and buy the tickets to them. Your friends are cool. They're your friends. You should at least buy something for them, right? You didn't get them a birthday present? I don't think. I don't know. But let me show you. Let's see. This may not work on everybody, okay? Because that's just how movie magic works. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you this really cool thing. Essentially, all I want you to do is look in this deck. Not this one. Don't worry about this card right here. But just look in the deck, and I want you to see any card. You got it? You got one? You think you have one? Here's what we're going to do. Check it out. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to mix up the cards a little bit. I don't know where they are. You don't know where they are. I don't even know what card you thought of yet. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to mix them up like this. And here's what it is. Check this out. Now, I know this is probably not the card, right? But check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Richie Flo. Thank you. Please come to the show. You're going to love it. Come say what's up to me if you see me. Shout out. Discover Denton, dentonradio.com. Peace.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton. Do you love live music? If so, make Denton, Texas your next vacation. Find more information at discoverdenton.com.